Sometimes even the most trained people have weird and awkward moments. Hello and welcome everyone. Today we'll be looking at a few funny encounters with the Royal Guard. Be sure to take note if you are a tourist. Let us begin with a video. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but these guards are very rugged and built strong. It is only my imagination that can tell me just how long he had been standing there today. With so many other horses, people, and music around, of course, any horse would freak out. I bet you that hurt him because horsetail hair is really stingy. As soon as the guard on the left gets off his horse, the animal pulls a wheelie all the way onto its back. What do you think triggered the animal like that? Like before, here is another horse that freaks out, but this time the guard that descends it takes a ride. He isn't getting out scratch-free. Here they come marching down in full sync with the sound of their stomps matching one another. This sync is quickly broken when one of them slips and falls.
Man down.
With the scorching heat hitting their head, and that too with a hat that big and black that absorbs all of it, it is actually not surprising to see this guy pass out because of heat stroke. Imagine standing in a spot without moving for a whole day, and then when your replacement comes to take your place, you just slip like this. That too in front of hundreds of people.
Oh, there.
It seems to me that the biggest danger these guards actually have to face is the slippery ground they march on, because these guys fall like leaves during autumn. Here is one example that defied this. This guard walks up to his partner and almost slips. He glides a little bit but manages to balance things out. The reason why these poor guys keep slipping is that their soles are not made of rubber, but instead have nails of iron embedded into them to make that iconic noise. These Marine Royal Guards have a tradition where the officer throws the rifle and the Marine has to swipe it from the air. But this time it looks like they are very out of practice. Stomping the ground while stopping and turning goes terribly wrong for this guard as he comes crashing down. Good thing his hat didn't fall off. Leading the charge to what seems like an old-fashioned army, the officer loses control of his horse that tumbles down with him still on it. Do horses also get demoted? The biggest mistake you can make with these guys is not make way for them because they will trample you into a pancake. Looks like this guard has found the reverse gear on his horse. The animal picks up speed in reverse and things go just as the camera guy predicts.
Mental. He's gonna get thrown off. There he goes. I got that on camera.
The guards themselves may be full-time professionals, but the horses are sometimes a little clumsy. After all, an animal is an animal, am I right? This chap is taking full advantage of his slippery shoes and pays his tribute to the late Michael Jackson by pulling a smooth moonwalk. Someday, one of these guys is going to have a really big fall and end up losing their neck or something. These shoes are clearly their biggest enemy at this moment. For this one, keep your eye on the left side. These guys go through vigorous training and no rest right until the actual parade. No wonder this occurs so many times. This poor guy met the same exact fate and is left lying alone. It's only until the medics arrive that he is taken away carefully. This lad has just woken up from a nice nap, it seems. Has nobody beside him seen what has happened? Things are about to get gross, so early warning. This guard has been on duty longer than he can clearly handle, as while walking back, he throws a massive vomit on the ground. It is not always the guards that slip, but sometimes the horses too have a bad day. The horse holds up, but the rider does not and comes tumbling down. Here comes another guard like a boss, but we all know what is about to happen. This has to be the most embarrassing moment of them all. This guy knocks his hat off and manages to catch it with his sword. Clearly, both of them are holding back their laughs. If their uniforms were not funny enough, wait and watch what happens to one of them. With shoes that weird, this was bound to happen. An out-of-control horse causes this guard to lose his sword right in front of spectators. Gladly, nobody was hurt except for the rider.
Whoa, easy! Whoa! Stacked.
Somebody put the "I Want to Break Free" song by Queen over this video because that is exactly what this horse is trying to do. Somebody really needs to train these horses better because they are absolutely losing their minds. During this massive parade, a horse does actually manage to break free and pushes the rider into the dirt. While interacting with the crowd, something spooks this horse who does a brilliant move to remove the rider. In an awkward moment, a guard can be seen tipping over after getting his foot stuck on a railing. This mad lad pulls out his best moves while on duty. You have to keep yourself entertained somehow, I mean. They say these guys have an iron will, but these girls put it to the test.
Right, maybe we can see his. All right, yeah.
This has to be really entertaining for him, I hope.
Hopefully.
Yes, yes, yes! I love you.
The next target is this beautiful boy who has these guys to sing to him, breaking out a wonderful smile.
You're beautiful!
Yes!
Although it seems like a harmless act, I heard they actually have their pay cut if they break character. Let me know if that's true or not.
Tim, his mother always picked him up from school. You know, he's that type of guy until he was 20. His mother picked him up from school.
Never ever get in one of the guards' way because they will push you aside. Dumb move from the lady. There is a barrier there for a purpose. Although this guy manages to save himself from falling, his gun on the other hand was not so fortunate. This horse decided it wanted to play Ring Around the Rosie with its other fellows. These metal soles are really a bad design. Most of their healthcare benefits might just go into fixing their backs. How much do you think that hat weighs? Because it looks like this guy just got whiplash from falling. This guy had a nice fall too, but luckily he wasn't wearing that big heavy hat, so I bet his neck doesn't feel as sore. This synchronized march is broken up when the leader falls down. Now the one following doesn't know what to do. Things get a little dangerous here when this guard has a little slip right as he reaches those spikes. Clearly, this guard is thirsty as he whips his tongue out ever so slightly to get a bit of rain in his mouth.
Yeah.
Watch, just keep watching. He's gonna. You see what he's doing? You see? Yeah, come look. He's smart. You see that? Look, he's sticking his tongue out. Is that like him flicking us off?
Like I said, people, do not mess with the Queen's Guard. I mean, King's Guard.
Stand back!
Sometimes a little shout is enough to deter these stupid tourists from making a scene. Why are people so dumb? Do they deliberately block their way or something? All it took was a silent stomp to make these girls scream and lose their hair. Granted, these guys are a little scary when you see them in person. This guy comes to defend his post, not against enemies, but against the annoying tourists that are touching his guard post. These guys are being taught a lesson for throwing something at the guard. They should be banned from the area if I'm honest. Once again, these guys had to shout to make people get out of their way. If I saw these giants coming my way, I would simply run out of the way without them even asking me.
Make way!
People will do anything for a good picture nowadays, even get shouted at.
Get out. Hey, is that the guy who was at the other where we were?
Alright, that's it for today, everyone. Be sure to respect these guys when you go to see them. Subscribe for more and do smash that like button if this video was entertaining. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care.